our leaderboard. After 12 full weeks, in 7th place, I'm gonna go after 12 weeks, our leaderboard in 7th place, losing a total of 29.8 pounds, 10.7% of their body. Judy, girlfriend.
Yay,
Judy.
You lost 30 pounds. 30 freaking pounds, 10.7%. I mean, you know what's so funny? It's the thing I hate about the places. There's lots that I love about it. But the thing I hate about it is somebody can look at that and be like, oh, last place. Well, I'm so sorry that last place has still averaged more than 2.5 pounds every single freaking week consistently as an entrepreneur, running a spa, traveling, all the craziness. Like, I mean, can we get an amen? That is freaking awesome.
Amen.
Judy, awesome job. Woo. All right. In 6th place, with a total of 38.2 pounds, 12.7% of their body, 12% lost, never to be found again, Miss Denise. Yay!
Yay, Denise. Good job, Denise. Good job.
38.2 pounds, Denise.
Feels great.
Getting ready to round
And
into
you
the...
look great.
Well, thank you.
You really do. So amazing. All right. In 5th place, with a total of 30.2 pounds lost, 13.8%, Miss Peggy. Good job.
Good job, Peggy.
30.2 pounds, 13.8%.
Wow.
Yeah. You know that? You didn't know that?
No.
She didn't know that.
I didn't think it
That's
was
all right.
30 pounds.
I never know how much I lose either.
I'll take it. In 4th place, with 37.8 pounds lost, 14.3% of their body. Our biggest loser this week, Ashley, Miss Wonderland.
Hey, Ashley.
She's got a cheering section. Are you so proud of your mommy? I will tell you what, not every little boy and girl has a mommy that's like superwoman like your mommy. When God picked your mommy out, you guys got like the best mommy. Do you know that? Seriously, she's pretty freaking special. I would hug her all day long because she's done amazing. Thank you. All right. That was so cute. All right. In 3rd place, with a total of 73.8 pounds lost, 17.1%, Shane.
Yay! And you are the biggest winner. You're A1C. Oh my gosh.
Shane,
I'm so proud.
Shane,
Yeah.
brother, when you shared with us that A1C the other day, dude, that was crazy incredible. Only 12 weeks. Like,
Yeah. So the cool thing was I was really hoping, I didn't expect that, but I was hoping for a better A1C. And I talked to my doctor before I started this program, and I was like, so I'm going to do 12 weeks. You know, what should I do? And she said, you know what, let's wait till you're done and we'll do an A1C afterwards and see where you're at. But when it came back as 4.9, to have the doctor, like, literally, she was like, what the heck? And I saw it on her face, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, what's going on? And she goes, look. She showed the monitor, and I was like, 4.9? Is that good? And she goes, I have never seen anybody with diabetes with an A1C that low before, ever. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, so what's normal? She goes, you're there. Most people without diabetes are like in the low 5s. I was like, okay. So to know that I now have her blessing to wean down the diabetes medication, eventually get off it, like, it's just super exciting. Yeah, I feel like a winner.
Well, you are, dude. You were the biggest loser in the entire group as far as like 73.8 pounds. Did you think that phone call 14 weeks ago was going to lead to 74 pounds later?
No, I definitely did not. I'll forever remember that phone call. It was an interesting one. I could tell in your voice during that phone call, in the excitement in your voice, that it was going to be awesome. And everything inside me was like, don't miss this opportunity.
In second place, with a total of 53.8 pounds lost, 19% of their body, Andy. Congratulations.
So proud.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
53.8
You're welcome.
pounds. So proud of you. So amazing, Andy. I mean, all right. Keep going, Herman. In first place, the winner of season 1, The Biggest Transformation, Karen, with a total of 50.7 pounds lost, 21.5% of your body. You are the winner of season 1, The Biggest Transformation.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Karen.
Thank you. I'll be here for
There you go,
another 12
Karen.
weeks.
Breaking every stereotype.
You want to become skinny girl.
Your grandma won.
Yay!
Are you so proud of your grandma?
Yes. And she can almost into her leopard dress she's been wanting to wear for 2 years.
No, about a year.
Oh.
We tried it on yesterday, and Liberty's like, oh, Grandma. I said, yeah, another 10 pounds.
Do you guys know how special it is to have a grandma that fights to be the best that she can be for her family?
Yes. I do.
Yeah, you guys are pretty lucky to have a grandma like that. Not everybody has a grandma like that. So make sure you give her lots of love today, lots of hugs. You obey.
Grandma's gonna cry.
Your mother will beat you.
I'll beat you back.
Anyway, congratulations, Karen.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let me, okay. So here's the deal. We are ending this chapter and we are beginning a new one. It's literally ending one chapter, beginning a new one with just as much excitement. Our next meeting, you guys will be finding out who you're mentoring. You're going to find out who your mentee is going to be. And this is going to give you, like, I got to tell you, having the accountability of mentoring somebody else and literally daily you have the choice of either being an example or a hypocrite. For me personally, there's no better accountability than being like, what are you going to do today, Carmen? Are you going to walk the walk or are you going to be a hypocrite? Which one? Because it's like literally it's one or the other. And so you guys are going to have a chance to pay it forward, to, sow into somebody else's life what's been sown into you. And you guys, I have no doubt, no worry about the type of mentors you're going to be. You guys are going to be incredible. You are going to take what you've learned and be able to help impart and empower that into somebody else's life. And, here's the other exciting part. The leaderboard gets wiped away. As of now, ain't nobody in the lead. As of right now, it is 0. Karen won. That's done. Celebrate today because, and here's the beauty of it. There's going to be, and we'll talk about this, there's going to be a special little thing for the winner of, the lifestyle phase. And so for those of you that, didn't, you now maybe have a chance to do it again because everything's starting over. So anyway, I'm so very excited about that. I'm so very excited for this next phase. I want us to spend today celebrating what we've done. And then tomorrow it's back to work and we're starting the next thing. We're not across the finish line yet. We are not done yet. A pause. Yes, we're going to pause. Micro celebration. And then it's back to work tomorrow.
We couldn't end today without pouring into you just one quick minute. Each of us would like an opportunity to just tell you quickly just how much you mean to us and what you being our coach has done in our lives, the impact that you've made. And I'll kick it over to Karen first, but we wanted to show you, by words of affirmation, the way you have taught us how to do to build up each other up, but also through a gift. So I believe you're in a room where there's a desk. Are you at the desk?
I am at a desk, yes.
There's a drawer there. If you just kind of open that drawer up a little bit.
Oh, my sneaky little husband put something in here. Oh.
I think there might be something that your mama helped us as a team and your hubby find a way to get put in there for you in Texas.
I'm like, yes, there is a desk and there is a drawer.
Yes, that's a small token. We all were in agreement that we wish we could do something grand, like, oh, let's pay off our mortgage or whatever. But, then we came back down to reality because there is no amount of money that can equate to the way you've changed our lives. So anyway.
My weight had hit an all-time high. Plus the doctors looked at me and they were like, you've got to figure something out here because you're fluid. This is only going to get worse in your brain. I knew I had no choice but to take a plunge, no matter how scared I was. And I did. And waiting for you to tell me whether I was accepted or not was downright scary. But when I got that message from you that I was accepted, my first emotion was terrified. Like that was the first emotion. But then second emotion was like, thank you, God. You've heard my prayers. And I know she's going to be the person that's going to be able to help me finally get to where I need to be. Because I've watched you, Carmen. And from the very first day I met you, very first day, 3.5, October, 4 years ago, when I first met you, you have inspired me. Your story has inspired me because you were around the weight that I was at that time. And seeing what you've accomplished and seeing what you've achieved and being able to keep it off all these years, the way you pour into all of us, the energy that you put into it, the passion, the joy, the excitement that you have for every person that you get to work with truly has inspired me. So I knew right from the start that if I get to work with Carmen like this, I'm not going to pass this up, not for a second. So Carmen, I just want to tell you, thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you for standing by my side when I wanted to give up many times. Thank you for never quitting on me so that I could finally believe that I'm able to do something more than I ever thought was possible. So I just want to, that's my biggest thing is thank you. And I cannot wait for another 3 months with you because I know that my life is forever being changed. And you're a huge part of that transformation. And God answered my prayer that day when I said I needed somebody. He knew it was going to be you.
Just your example. And now here we are so many years later after your initial weight loss journey, but you live what you say. And the other thing last week when you're talking about, or the week before, about the critic and the cheerleader, that really spoke to me because I can be a critic, but you have such a great balance between, I wouldn't say being a critic, but a cheerleader and a tough person holding people accountable because you love them. And just the way you are with us inspires me to how I am with Peggy, to how I am with my employees, to how I am with my kids. So not only the weight loss, but your example of a mother, a wife, and your, I'll just use toughness. It's not the tough love thing. It's toughness with so much encouragement, where the tough doesn't feel like you've just been decimated. It's just, okay, I need that. She's right. That's good. So not only the weight loss, but your example is helping me. I'm sure everybody in the group be a better person. So thank you.
Thank you, Andy. I received that.
I can go next. Okay. I honestly can't tell you how much I love you. I mean, it is just, we've been together, I don't even know what year, I think 4 or 5 years. And I've watched you and I fail, and I watch you and I fail. And then crazy stuff, like I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm thinking of Carmen. And all I could think of was, because it's like, today's our last day. I get to eat something tomorrow that I haven't eaten in a while. And just thinking that. And then I was like, Carmen has been doing this for 7 years. She's kept it off. And how has she done that? She still doesn't eat past 6 o'clock. She still watches what she puts in her mouth. She still has the 80-20. So that is what I have to get in my head. Not that, yes, I get to eat something, but that the balance and the consistency of living life and taking care of your health. And you have just been such an example. And I'm crazy about you. I love your passion. I love your enthusiasm and your joy and your toughness, and calling people out when they're not doing something right, and teaching them, not just downing them, just showing them a way out of that slump that they're in. So thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. I'm crazy about you too. Feeling mutual.
Whoever said that you can't learn from your children, and a lot have said that, they're so wrong. I have learned, I don't want to cry. I have learned so much from you, watching your journey, wondering if I could ever do it, wondering a lot of things, because like you said before, you and I are so tight, and sometimes it's hard to listen to your daughter. It's very hard. But I was given such a blessing. You have been given a great gift. I had to write some of this stuff down because I know I was going to cry and everything else, but you have been given a great gift to encourage, motivate, and bless people's lives. When I came into this, first of all, I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. One, because I was your mom, and I honestly did not think that I might be able to get in. So when I got that message, I cried, because I looked at this as my last chance to get it right. That's how I looked at it, because I wanted it so bad. But anyway, I came into this with an open mind, and you changed my heart, you changed my attitude, and you changed my health. Thank you. Thank you for being Carmen. Thank you for being inspiration. Thank you for being my best friend. And thank you for being my daughter. I love you.
You're very consistent to me, which I don't know how to explain it. So you're consistently inspiring is probably a better way to put it. Back when we first met, you inspired me to work in direct sales, and we worked together pretty close for a long time until I quit. And then even after that, we remained friends somehow. I am not really friends with a lot of my previous bosses. There's something different about that, right? And then we had time apart, and I had no idea you even started a weight loss journey. I didn't see anything anywhere on Facebook. Just suddenly one day I remember somebody saying like, oh yeah, Carmen lost a bunch of weight. And I was like, what? And I looked you up and I was like, holy crap. I wouldn't have recognized her on the street. It's just insane to see that. And to know that after this many years, it's a different way now. You're still consistently inspiring me. There's not another person in my life I would have said yes to on that phone when you called me. There's a trust that you've built over the last 15 years that is incredible to me. And I know, even though I've doubted it back when I worked with you, especially, I had my doubts about how genuine you actually were. 15 years, I don't have any doubts. I trust you completely, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate the level of consistency that you bring. And I just love you and your family. Thank you so much.
But I just wanted to thank you, mostly for making the decision yourself. What was it, 6 years ago? Because you know, you've talked about other people's dreams being attached to your wagon, or whatever that saying is, right? And you know, I could speak for this whole group, but for just a minute, I'll speak from just my heart. My future. Oh, Peggy, you're making me do the Peggy. I'm gonna do this. My future and my dreams and my setbacks and all the junk that I have struggled with for my entire, hear me, my entire life has been attached to you making that decision 6 years ago to get up and work out at 200 and whatever you were. You, out of all the people in this whole big universe, you were the only one that's been able to reach me and make me make these changes and make me confident that I can go all the way. That 199 is literally like, that's cute. Like, that's literally how I'm very excited, but it's almost like, that's cute. That ain't a touch of where I'm going. And the only way that I feel that way is by watching you go first. And I just want to thank you for being a good servant to God by trusting that the gifts that he planted in you from birth, that you're using now in the most magnificent way, that you're using them wisely and well, and that you're listening and you're being obedient. And it is because of that obedience that you're putting in every day, not just with your food and exercise, but with your calling, that you are serving your purpose, which is what we're all desperately trying to figure out what we're supposed to do, right? To bring him glory. And hooray to you for being so young and figuring this out and being true to it and showing us all how to dig a little deeper and figure out what ours is and be our best version so that we can all live a life that we feel brings God glory and that we're proud of. So thank you for trusting your gifts and the dreams that are planted in your heart, like creating this, because hopefully we have been proof to you in season 1 that you are on the right track and you are living in your purpose and your calling. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. No, you guys are the reason there's a season 2. There's a lot of crazy things that have gotten put on my plate that is not the greatest timing for a season 2. but because of your guys' results, you are the 100% reason there's going to be a season 2.
freaking pounds. Like, holy guacamole. These 7 people, to say that their lives have been changed is the understatement of the freaking century. And I'm just telling you, season 2 is going to be the bigger, better, bolder version, because they are going to have the cast of season 2 is going to have the special freaking privilege of being mentored by this cast. So make sure to stay tuned. Next week, we are going to have a special episode, a commemorative. I'm not going to give too much away, but we're going to have a special episode next week honoring the cast of season 1. And then the following week, you're going to be able to meet the cast of season 2 and see who you're going to be journeying with through the next 12 weeks to see who will be cast the winner of season 2. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for encouraging the cast. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the show, The Biggest Transformation. Thank you for all the likes. And by the way, if you haven't smashed the like button, do that now. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the shares. You sharing this with loved ones. You sharing this with people that have also been on the struggle bus with weight loss. Sharing this with friends. Sharing this with family, with coworkers. Your support has really meant the world to not only me, but the cast. And so thank you for being here. Thank you for journeying with us. And I can't wait to see you next week for another episode of The Biggest Transformation. Thanks for watching.